Welcome to the second episode of the Supremacy of Degeneracy podcast. Oh, here we go. What up?
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, 10 a.m., huh?
Yeah, basically.
Huh?
I I was awake at about no, I stayed up till last night and was up until I don't know. I can't believe what the time was. And then I just fell asleep and then I was sleeping already days ago, to be honest. So then I woke up literally about half an hour before I had my dinner. So it was like yeah, 10 a.m. didn't really work, did it?
I'm just sitting here like, do. I'm laying. I'm like, oh, huh, okay.
Yeah, that's that's in my bad there.
No, it's fine. I was just laughing about it. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
Which is hang on. So I first the when I my last message was sent at about 8:35 this morning. So I was nearly awake around that time, but wasn't awake for the next 2 hours of it. Well, no, then no, because it wouldn't have been 10 a.m. to me, it would have been 10 a.m. to you, and what you're 5 hours behind me, so that would be what 10, what 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 something like me. So yeah, I definitely wasn't again because I woke up at 8 o'clock this evening. So
okay. Well, welcome to my podcast that I am still trying to start. Finding guests is like giving toddlers a baggie of cocaine and a pack of Red Bull and trying to put socks on them. Like like it is hell. And
mhm.
as you can tell today, this is kind of what happens. Like it's not just you that's done this to me. It's a bunch of other people too, where they'll say they come on and then ghost me or don't respond back for like a week.
Well,
uh
I responded after what about 10 hours? So
yeah, at least you responded finally.
mhm.
I still have other people that I'm waiting on. But all right, so you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, my real name is
Well,
Josh.
you don't have to give your real name. You can just go SkyPanda or Sky. You don't have to
Okay.
yeah, you don't have to dox yourself or anything like that. I don't want you to do anything like that.
Okay, yeah, good, yeah. So my username oh my god, yeah. For some reason I start so much because I have mental problems. I'm not joking. I have autism and my business name is SkyPanda and on Twitter I'm known as SkyPanda 14.
Do you have a what kind of mic do you have? Can you move it a little bit closer?
Oh, I don't have a mic. I'm using my headphone. Hang on, maybe. Does
Okay.
that help?
Oh,
No,
that's so
I'm
much better. That is so much
yeah.
better. I was like trying to decipher what you're saying for a little bit. I'm like, okay, just wait a second, I'll ask.
Okay, yeah, I have a headset on and that plugs into my phone because I don't have a PC or mic. Well, I don't have a PC mic or any
Okay.
of that. But I had my headphones, but I've got a gaming headset, so I've got my. So I actually do have a mic inside my headset, but I that was up when I was talking normally. But now I've
Okay.
just put my mic down, so that's probably why you can hear me a lot easier.
Oh, yeah, that's so much better. It was like you were underwater trying to speak to me. I'm just like, "Oh no." Hopefully I can understand most of what you're saying because that would be really bad for the conversation when I'm trying to sit down and decipher what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I got two extra super important questions. First of all, to start off. Uh
Mhm.
so this whole thing started when you posted your shiny Yuxi in Jade's Discord, right?
Yep.
Is your shiny Yuxi named Misogyny?
No.
Okay. That's dang. That would be really fucking funny if it was. And
I
honestly, going forward, I think I'm gonna name any shiny Yuxi I get Misogyny. Just because I found that whole series of events really fucking funny. Uh,
No, I named it Jade actually.
okay. Follow up to that.
Hmm.
Is the Yuxi a representative of your dick?
No.
because it's got that kind of knobhead kind of going on, and you started this whole thing with that, so I just want to make sure because I made that joke already, but
Mhm.
I like it was just really fucking weird how this whole thing started with a shiny Uxie. Okay,
Yeah,
so
true.
so it's got that kind of knobhead going. So I had to ask. The super important fucking questions out of the way. Um. So how would you go from shiny Uxie to misogyny in a
I
point
don't.
0 seconds?
I don't fucking know, mate. I don't know.
Because
I
like
don't know.
uh
Let,
because
let me actually relay and let me just go look back on this
I
because
actually I have the screenshots too.
uh,
Because I didn't want to go scrolling through the Discord over and over again to find the conversations. So
yeah,
you posted that. Wait, no, maybe I did. Oh, wait, no, here. So you posted the shiny thing. Jade
yeah.
says, "Ooh, that's so cool. Also, welcome, as in welcome to the Discord." And you said the shiny Uxie I was telling you about, and
Oh, I've got it here. Yeah,
and then you say, "Thank you. I'll try to restrict my misogyny self, since you're a
yeah.
cool streamer and this community is cool." What made you say?
I think if I'm thinking back on it, I think it was because I looked at the rules and I saw it said no misogyny in the server, and
Yeah,
that's probably why I first said it because she said welcome. So because if you look at her rules, it says no misogyny, no yada 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 yada.
yeah.
So I think that's why I said it. Probably because I just looked at the rules.
Okay, okay. So another question: do you know the difference between misogyny and masculinity?
Misogyny is where you hate women and females,
Yeah, it's
and
the
the other one,
dislike or contempt to women.
yeah, the other one I can't remember, but you can.
It's like qualities of being like a man, like doing manly things, like the typical like uh uh head of a household kind of thing, like being a man.
Oh, okay,
That's
no, no,
masculinity.
yeah,
So
no,
that's
no.
the difference between those two. So
Mhm,
you can see why Discord ran by women and kind of a safe place for women would have no misogyny, right?
mhm.
Okay. Uh and then you said, oh, I went to the wrong screenshot and saw my update for my chocolate gun that I bought. Um did you know you can just buy a chocolate gun and no one can tell you no? This is a thing you can do. I got that thing immediately. Anyway,
Mhm,
um so you Jade freaks out. That's what she does whenever she laughs really hard is just smash the
mhm.
fucking keyboard. Um
Yeah, I can see that.
and she was like questioning it. Like we were all talking because I'm a. By the way, this whole thing is fucking wild to me because me and Small, the other guy that was coming in and just saying like one word lines, we were playing Legends Arceus in my Discord, and we were just in voice chat. And I'm a mod in Jade's Discord, so I'm seeing all these updates pop up, so I can like go in there if anybody is like causing trouble or anything like that. I can just immediately
Yeah.
click on it, and so I'm just seeing this shit pop up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Until I hop over there and me and Small just are like pause screen, just laughing at what is transpiring in Jade's Discord right now. So I'm just like, what the fuck? It's like, you have your reasons, which valid. Like, you can have your reasons for that stuff. Um, you don't hate them because of the different genders, but I'm not trying to break your rules. But then you go in and ask if you could make it more equal by saying no feminism too.
Oh, let me just have a look. So yeah, no feminism in your
Let
headset.
me uh, do, do, do. I know you said it in here. I just have to find it. Oh, can you edit the role to no misogyny or feminism so it's equal, please?
Yeah.
So you know, like from the founding of feminism, that was to make women and men more equal. Well, it's changed to like all sexes and stuff like that because you got the wide spectrum of stuff now. But from
Yeah,
its
but
beginning, it was because women couldn't vote, they couldn't own housing, they couldn't do all
mhm,
this stuff, and so it
yeah.
wanted to boost them up. Now, we're not talking about the moronic feminazis or stuff like that that you see online constantly where it's like fuck all men, kill all men, stuff like that. That's not what we're talking about. This is not the place for
Mhm.
that. Um,
Yeah.
I like even if someone came at me like that, I would just joke and laugh at them. Like you can tell from me coming in here just making jokes, all this stuff. I laugh at everybody. Like
Mhm.
I will not take anything personally. I will not do any of this stuff. I would rather laugh at some stuff like this than get pissed off like these people are doing.
Mhm.
So, you understand that difference, right?
Yeah.
So why do you want to take away feminism from Jade's Discord?
Because I think the reason I want to take feminism away from servers and such is because, it, yeah, as you said, it should be both equal. And right from the start, I did think that it was just mainly, uh, well, hang on, let me try and get my words straight.
No, you're
So,
fine. You're fine. Take your time.
first off, I thought that feminism was all just mainly, yeah, females getting more power over men, and that's why I hate it so much because I always thought that yeah they both should be equal, obviously, because we should have an equal wealth. Like if you, I'm not going to try and bring up other subjects, but if you look at back
Yeah,
in the
you were talking
60s
about
and 50s. Yeah, I know. I was just saying, like back in the 60s and 50s, you had black men who were slaves and that, and obviously they were treated badly, and now they're treated the same as what white people are. So,
yeah.
male and female should be treated equally. But I keep seeing all this stuff about, misogyny and stuff about, uh, females getting more security because males are deemed as predators and such because it's mainly men who are, attacking, killing, raping all these women and all that. And people are saying, oh, they're bad people and they should be ashamed of themselves and they should get shot or killed, etc. When it shouldn't be like that because you don't know their past and history. There's some instances where they want to get caught and they want to stop doing what they're doing, but they can't because they've had a bad past or bad history. Because most stuff goes back to their childhood. Because it's like if you look at how it was back in the times you said, when women couldn't vote and that. Yeah, males were mainly the dominant person, and women just had to be. Well, if you look at it from this perspective, they were technically slaves to men, to be honest, because obviously, yeah, as you said, they couldn't vote, they were just stuck doing housework and they just mainly housewives. But now, obviously, it's completely different. Women have the right to, go outside without being next with a without with without being with a male counterpart and such. And everything's all more equal. But I'm seeing a load of stuff like I'm seeing a lot of stuff about women needing more security, needing more protection, and women needing more help with stuff. When I look at it the complete opposite way, and I feel like men should be getting more support and they should be getting more protection and more uh, well, not more security as in such, but more, help and more advice with things because there's more helplines and centres for women help than there is for male help.
Yeah. Well, like that's another thing. Like honestly, like biologically speaking, men are honestly stronger. Like they were bred like gene wise. We were meant to hunt. We were meant to do all this stuff while women take care of the families, and that is changing. That is stuff. But like it is still to the point where like men will do this stuff because you have all these people out here hurting other women and stuff like that. And I get that. But you just saying like, oh, feminism is bad because you want to boost men is kind of like what the feminazis are doing, where they're saying like, oh, kill all the men to boost the women up. That's like completely the wrong way of going about it. You see that, right?
Yeah,
Okay. I just want to make sure about that. So,
yeah.
like I have a pretty old school way of seeing men and stuff like that. I feel like people should laugh more. They should just not take shit so hard. Like I've had some trauma growing up, and I think I was a little bitch by dealing with it. Like the way I went about it and stuff like that. I've grown up. I've worked. I've done all this stuff. I've lived in the real world. And so I think men should honestly stop being little bitches about a lot of shit. And they need to do like they can seek help, but they are not willing to, and they need to take that little step up to
The
actually do
reason
it.
the reason they're not willing to is because they don't want to be seen as weak men.
Yeah.
They don't want to lower their strength and be seen and be perceived as weak people, and they don't want to get slaughtered by it by other people saying, "Oh my God, look at this man. He can't do this. He can't do that. He's a little weakling." And
Yeah.
then that, but the thing is that if you keep it inside yourself, then that will eventually lead to either some sort of outburst or most likely suicide. Because if you look at it, most of the suicide rates nowadays is all mainly males because they don't want to show their weakness. And well, it's not actually really a weakness. It's more of just expressing your emotions. Because as you said, males were perceived as, big, strong men who can do this and that, can, pick up furniture and, like basically be stronger than women. When really, males need to have more support so then they can express their emotions, but there isn't. There's not enough help for men to express their emotions and say, "Oh, all right, I don't feel well today. Can you, help me with this, or can you help me with other certain things which normally they would be able to do, but they can't because they don't have the emotional, not it's not emotional awareness, the emotional capability of doing it."
So what? But what if they don't want to help? What if they just want to go on and try on their own?
Well, they can do that by all means, but there's gonna be some time after they try to do it that they're gonna think, oh wait, I really need some help with this. I've been, pushing myself so much when I really shouldn't be.
Okay, and so how is saying you should get rid of feminism gonna make that work?
I didn't. I wasn't mainly saying get rid of feminism.
Well, like that
I was.
that's the point I'm trying to get across. Is like you come
Mhm.
into my friend's Discord who's like an open safe place for women and stuff like that. You have men join and stuff like that, but say no misogyny because you don't want them to have their safe place disrupted. But you come in there and say, "Oh, you should make it more equal by saying no feminism." That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a good thing?
I
Or
mean,
do you think that was the right thing to do for you to invade somebody else's safe place? Like what if you had a man safe place come in and a woman come in and say, "Hey, you need to knock all this off."
I mean, I didn't. When I said knock it all off, I didn't say completely get rid of everything. I was just saying make it equal. To be honest.
But feminism in general is about equal for the sexes. Like that's what I'm getting at is like you got this skewed view of feminism because you have like I said, like the feminazis and shit like that. They're saying like fuck all this stuff. It's not the same kind of thing as you're getting at. Like feminism in name, yeah, it's to boost women and stuff like that to the be equal to men. But you saying like, oh, just because the name is wrong, like you could call it whatever the fuck you wanted. It's By the way, yes, I swear a lot. Like don't get twisted. Like
Yeah,
the
that's
other
fine.
day,
That's fine.
I legitimately do swear a lot. But
Mhm.
you can call it whatever the fuck you want. Like it's the general baseline is equal for all sexes and genders. Like that's the baseline of it. Whereas
Yeah.
misogyny was just saying like fuck women. Like don't get me wrong, I don't care about it. Like I joke, I say all this stuff, but like I won't go to my friend, like my female friends, and start making misogynistic jokes and stuff like that. Like that's I don't feel right doing that. I don't want to invade their safe place and do that. And I just like I don't understand where that started. Still there? Oh, did your internet cut out?
No, I'm still here.
Okay,
I
just
I
making sure.
just I just moved my phone a second ago, so that might have been why.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it was just a long pause. I'm like, oh no, did our internet die? Oh no.
No, 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 no. I'm still here. But
But
yeah, well.
I
As
just
I
wanted to like ask, is that a fair thing for you that you've done, that you came into her Discord and said you should get rid of both?
I mean, to me at the time, I thought it was fair, yeah. And I mean, I still kind of stick by that, yeah. I think it was, I think my hatred towards these, no, I'm trying to say into correct words. The reason I hate most women nowadays is because I just had a bad experience with them, to be honest.
You've had a bad
And yeah,
experience with some women and not all women, though, right? It's
yeah,
it's kind
exactly.
of it's kind of like a chick has a bad date and says "fuck all men, kill all men" and joins the other side chick. That's
Yeah,
kind of what it's like. Like I've had
yeah,
bad experiences with women too. Like I like the whole fucking Me Too shit. Like I almost got Me Too'd in high school because I dated a chick for a week and then broke up with her because she was weird, and then told everybody that I broke up with her because she wouldn't put out enough. Like no one fucking believed her because everybody knew me, but like that's the whole thing. Like, but I don't hate women. I roll with the punches. I laugh at it now. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta learn to laugh at stuff a lot of the time. Like it might get you down and stuff like that. Like, oh, this person did me wrong. I'm gonna laugh at it in a week. Like like to me, levity is something that's died and people need to bring back. So like because you can't say jokes a lot anymore. Like you get canceled and stuff like that. I think you should be able to say
yeah,
whatever the fuck you want. Just like I'm not gonna say misogynistic shit when I go into Jade's Discord because I know they're not gonna find it funny. I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. Um, but I may say it to my other friend that's on the completely different spectrum because we hang out and we talk about our own shit.
yeah.
So like I feel like people need to joke about stuff like, and you might have had bad experiences with some women and stuff like that, but it's not
But
all
it's not
women.
all, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, most of them are nice, but some of them you might meet will be a pick out the bad bunch, as they would say.
yeah. And like you can, if you want, you can tell your experiences so we might get a better idea about it, but you don't have to. I won't pressure you into that.
Uh, I might say a bit later on or
Okay. Okay.
sometime. I don't know. We'll see.
So like I just want to clear that like feminism is not what you were saying it was. It was like
Yeah, yeah,
from
I
the
know. It's like
basis, that stuff.
yeah,
So would you
right from the start. I think yeah, I was mainly thinking yeah, feminism is just where they want women to have more power, and I really never knew until I looked it up that yeah, feminism was more about equal rights for everyone,
yeah,
and but then I'm just now that kind of puts this perspective the other way and thinking, well, why is misogyny a thing and why is men hating women? But I mean, this that's that's because of some views and some views which I know about.
yeah.
So yeah,
Well, you get like misogynistic people that make stupid jokes, and then you get morons like Nick Fuentes and stuff like that that go around and say like, "Oh, I'm an incel," even though he's really not. But he'll go in and mock women and do all this stuff and just say all this crazy shit. But I don't find that entertaining. Like I don't find just hating on women to be entertaining at all. Like I like women. Women are great. I'm a guy. I like women. I'm a straight guy. I like women. Like it's a thing. Like
yeah,
I don't understand the majority, like the broad hate for women just because somebody did you wrong. Like I've had exes, I've had crazy exes. Uh but it's just soured me towards that side of uh uh the women I dated. Like I learned to be like, okay, I'm gonna rather go for this type of woman instead of these ones because all of these ones happen to be crazy. So I'm moving away from that. So it
mhm,
like I've never understood like, oh, some women did me wrong, so I'm gonna hate everybody. Like I've never understood that with women with men, like where they're saying like, oh, I've had a bad experience with men, so I hate all men. I've never understood that huge broad uh thing about it. Like I've never understood that from either point of view.
Yeah, I think the reason that came into play, like with me having bad experiences with like let's say 10 plus women, that makes me hate like all 3 billion women in the world. It shouldn't be like that. It should be, okay, they've had a bad experience. Let's just move on from it. And I
Yeah.
think the reason I think where it changes, I think it's because I think that just gives the person a bad perspective on that gender when it should be putting a bad perspective on that person, not on
Yeah.
their gender, because not
It,
everyone is like that.
it's like when you get sick off of eating like spaghetti or something, and you're like, oh, I hate all noodles now. Like it's a
Yeah,
huge broad representation of everything, but you really just didn't have that. You just had that one bad experience with that specific food. Like I,
yeah.
it's crazy to me. Um, do you don't mind, like, you can answer if you want to. Do you seek therapy at all?
I know, but to be honest, I've tried therapy, but it doesn't really help.
Doesn't really help. Do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies. I mean, I was in a football team for a bit, for about a year or so, and I do love football, music, uh, trains,
So
cars. I'm a massive
let me
I'm a
is
massive
it
car enthusiast.
let me clarify. American football or other world
English
football,
football, the
every
proper
other
football,
part of the world football, because the Super Bowl's going
the
on right
proper
now, and I
football,
get so fucking confused when when I
the
see.
proper football, not flipping, not American rugby. You can keep
No,
that in fucking America. Thank you very much.
no, we still have rugby.
Yeah, but basically, American football is rugby, isn't it? Come on, you've got to look at it. It's basically pussy football, isn't it? Come
Yeah.
on, flipping American football. You wear these flipping massive shin pads to look like fucking Goliath. Like, come on.
Oh, now you're shaming
You
men.
literally wear these
Now
massive.
you're shaming men. Okay, I see how it is.
I'm not shaming men. I'm saying
You
that you shouldn't be wearing that equipment, should you? Literally rugby.
uh
Literally
uh
the only thing you've got
oh,
is
you go
shorts and a
from
t-shirt.
you're going from men should be protected to you shouldn't wear any pad. Oh, I'm just fucking with you. Okay, so
Fucking American football. Come on.
okay, so you're part of a football team, you like trains, cars, all that stuff, right?
Mm,
Anything
Yeah.
else?
I mean, I'm a massive gamer. I'm not gonna deny that. I've and the thing is, I don't have a PC, so I have every single physical copy of every single game I've played since I was what 7,
Good
and
man.
I'm 16.
I was
So
dumb. I sold some of my games to buy new games. Never do that. It gets so much more expensive to buy them back when you when you're like
yeah,
nostalgic and shit.
exactly.
But
And the problem with me is that I had a PS4 when I think it was in 2018, so 4 years after it actually got released. And the first PS4 I had, I played it for about a year or so, and then guess what happened? The entire system got corrupted.
oh shit.
So I had to get rid of that PS4, and I'd play every single game all over again.
Wow. That's
And if
wait,
and
so your account
my PS4 collection at that time was about 40.
so the whole system crashed, your account, everything, you couldn't back just like get a new PS4
No,
and load your
it
account?
was I think it was I played one game and it said that the file was corrupted. So then I think I deleted that, but by that time it already spread to the entire system. So I couldn't play any game, and it said that the entire PS4 was completely corrupted.
So you like, because I have like PlayStation stuff on my phone where I can just log in and check my account. So you couldn't do that either. Like your whole
Well,
library
I
was
don't
gone.
play I don't play online, so I don't
Oh,
know any of
so
the
you just didn't have an
I don't
account, like an online account
no
where you
I don't
backed
have a
up all your
PSN
stuff.
or anything, no.
Oh, okay, okay. I got you. I got you. That's what confused me.
because because I'm in a rural area. Let's put it that way.
Oh, yeah, I grew up on dial-up and shit. That was awful. I could not play
So I
online
mean,
games.
mu- let's put it this way: my area is full of fields.
My area was full of
So
trees. No, like legitimately, I grew up in the woods.
yeah,
Like all I had was
I
dial-up
grew up in the
internet. I didn't have
countryside.
anything else.
I grew up in the countryside, and I'm still in the house which I've lived in for the past 15 years. And I don't have Wi-Fi or anything, so I'm using data on my phone, and I can't get Wi-Fi on my PS4 or my TV. And the
Ooh.
way I'm playing games online on my Switch is that I'm using the hotspot from my phone.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds bad. I grew up like that with no internet, no anything. It was awful. Um,
Mm,
so you mind me asking what you were going to college for?
I'm going, well, right now I'm just at a stepping stone in colleges and such, and afterwards I will be going to actual college for I think about 2 to 3 years to do. Well, I'm choosing which course I'm doing, and it looks like most likely it's going to be music.
Music? Okay. So do you like this I like I get the feeling like through all your talks and stuff like that that mental health for men and stuff like that is really important to you. Are any
Yeah,
plans to like because you could probably form a like talk group and stuff like that for other men. Do you have any plans to like do that where you like get a group of men together and just talk it out? Like you could
I mean, I haven't thought of podcasts or such, but I have been thinking of trying to give men more help and more support, and like, because I think one day I was in DMs, I was talking to someone, a man on Discord, and he said that he's had a really tough time and he hasn't been feeling very well and such. So I literally went onto my Discord server, and on my Discord server I normally tag everyone every day and just say, hey everyone, I hope you have a good day, for positive mental attitude and stuff. And I went on there after he said that to me, and I literally put on there, I think it was something along the lines of morning, evening, afternoon, everyone. I hope you have had a good day. How I normally do. But then I added afterwards. I've heard from some people that they haven't been feeling very well, and I hope that you get better and you can get through this. And uh, I didn't really say I've been there before, because obviously I haven't, and I don't want to say that to them when they're probably like, oh well, this guy's just shitting on
yeah,
me and
like no,
such.
you can't ever
And
experience somebody else's life. Like that's just the typical
exactly,
rule of it.
and yeah, exactly. And then I said, hope you're having a good day and hope you get better soon. And he literally messaged me straight after he saw that and said, thank you for that. That's really helped me. And I think there is more men out there who need to speak up about their mental health, because if they don't, it's eventually going to lead to suicide, and that's not a good thing, because we need men to speak out when they're getting abused, hurt, or don't feel well.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with that. Like I have like the scrolling thing with Nightbot saying if you ever need any assistance, if you're feeling any suicidal thoughts, it literally has a hotline for it and stuff like that that you can call. Every stream it will
Yeah,
pop up.
exactly.
I like I've had friends that took their own lives and stuff like that, and I almost did it a couple times in high school, and I pushed through and stuff like that. I've never seek therapy. I've never done any of that stuff. I don't think it's for me. Um, I will
Yeah,
call my
because sometimes it isn't for people, and sometimes it is. So
yeah
yeah,
yeah like I asked you earlier, like if you went, you said it wasn't really something for you, and it didn't really help you. And
because it's just talking to someone about it, but it's just making me feel worse, because it's just you're thinking about it, and it's like, well, it's just coming back into my head, so it's not really helping, is it really?
yeah,
Obviously, yeah, sometimes talking to someone about it can help, because then they can send you to the right places, and you can try and
and,
get therapy for it. But
and like
when you're talking about it, sometimes it makes it feel worse, because you're remembering and relaying the what you remember.
yeah,
So it's
like
kind of makes it
like
worse.
that's why I say I always laugh at shit, because like I can talk about stuff, but it'll make me feel gloomy. Like I get it off my chest, but I still think about it. Like I can sit here and laugh at the stupid shit that I've been through the times I've almost died, all this shit, I will laugh at it. I like I will look at that shit and laugh at it and make jokes about it. Do all this stuff because laughter helps more than anything. Like they always say laughter is the best medicine. I full heartedly believe that. Like I will
Yeah.
laugh at basically anything. I will pick and choose where I laugh at shit because some people might not like a joke I say. Like I really wanted to post like when I got the chocolate gun, I really wanted to fucking post. Don't show up to the dessert table tomorrow. You're cool. But I couldn't post that anywhere because people would freak the fuck out. I will say it on here because fuck everything. But like that like it's just something I find funny. I just like I grew up with dark humor and stuff like that. And so I can joke about literally anything. I've had shit done to me. I will sit here and laugh at it. Like it's something I feel like more people should do. I think just sitting down and talking about stuff is a good way for some people, but for like me, I know personally for me, I have to laugh at shit. I can't sit and stew. I can't
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't like I will not be able to like I can't sleep all day. I can't not jab at you. I'm just saying I can't sleep all day. I like I have to get up, I have to do something. If I lay down, I start feeling it. So I get up, I do stuff, I make sure I take trash out, I do all this stuff, I clean, I work on stream stuff, I just constantly move. Like a lot of the problems men like nowadays is I don't think they have fulfillment in their life. I think they need to get good jobs. I think they need to work. Honestly, I think they need to start families and stuff like that. Like you're seeing all these stuff about like, oh, families are declining, like people aren't having as much families, they don't have as much fulfillment. And I think that's what's missing. I think they're just missing something in their life that they can't like latch onto. That's why I asked you if you had any hobbies and stuff like that, is because like it's something to latch onto. You're not just sitting here and
Yeah,
doing nothing.
because with some people nowadays, it's like they're not getting anything done, and they're just as you said, they're probably just sitting down doing nothing, or like on their phones all day, or doing something forever which isn't productive, and they're just sitting down thinking, oh, what's the point in my life? What's the point in living as such because I've got nothing to do and I've got nothing really to feel, nothing to accomplish on, when in reality, if you actually just have some self belief and just, as you said, instead of lying in bed all day thinking, oh, what's the point in getting up? Actually get up, do, look after yourself for one, like, have shower regularly, make sure your nails are all good, make sure that you, you feel good, because if you don't, then you're not going to do anything productive, are you really? So you have to look after your health first, then go and do the hobbies which you like doing. So, oh,
Yeah.
hang on, has my
But
connection just gone?
no, you're good. You're still
No,
here.
my connection, it looks unstable. That's why.
Okay,
But yeah,
okay.
as I was saying, you've got to get up. So let's take me for example. Me, I when I was young, I had problems sleeping. I still do now. I've had massive problems sleeping, and my sleep schedule's messed up. And I've been and when I went into primary school, I uh, I had problems with kids, and I had problems, and I didn't really get into a lot of fights, but I did, have various punch ups at times, and I had to have a social worker come in, and I've had multiple social workers see me. I've had about like 12, let's just put it that way, and I've had people try and help me, people try and see, try and like I think one time back in primary school, it was like if I did something good, I'd get a golden star for saying well done, and if I got 30 of them, I would get a reward at the end. So it was, encouraging me to be a better person. But then after I left primary school, I went into secondary school. I got bullied a lot, and then I left secondary school after about a month or so, and I was out of secondary school for about 3 years. And what that did to me, it seriously messed up my mental health, because all I was doing was that, since I had no routine or no school or anything. I was literally sitting down playing on my PS4 basically 24/7. And I always have my grandparents come and see me every single day. And every time they come in, they literally saw me sitting down on my wooden chair, literally playing on my PS4 24/7, and I just had YouTube videos next to me, and I used to burn out of my data every 3 days when I got my data because I was just sitting down playing games and watching videos whilst I was. It wasn't a good lifestyle. So
No.
then, when we found a school afterwards, after about 3 years, I went into school and it was really tough trying to go back. It was really tough going back to school. But what I did is that I stopped playing on my PS4 for 24 hours. I tried to go to sleep, and in the end, now I'm in college where I'm doing 3 days a week, and my attendance is still iffy. I think right now it's at 68% at the moment, so it's not the best, but I'm still getting into college, and now hopefully I'll be looking for a job later soon enough, and I'm not on my PS4 24/7. I'm mainly either on my Switch playing games on there for about, let's say, about 4 hours a day. Now my mum has to have nose surgery because her nose is playing up. So I have to look after her. Plus I've got to do chores around the house, and I think the entirety of my life I've had a healthy lifestyle because I've always I'm always doing something in the summer. So whenever I'm at home, I'm either playing games, looking after myself, looking after my mum, or looking after my grandparents whenever they come down because they've both got arthritis and they've both got problems in their legs. So I have to, do stuff for them and such. And whenever in the summer, I always go out to car shows. I either go out and get some fresh air, or I go for a walk, I go for a run, or I get exercise and I, go to truck shows and such. And then in the winter, I'm normally sitting down playing games, or I'm going out for, Christmas events. So, Christmas car shows or Christmas events like gingerbread stuff and all that. So I've I've always had a healthy lifestyle, and I'm always trying to keep by it.
Yeah, because like that's another thing I forgot to mention is like exercising, not sitting down all day, doing this stuff. It will you go out for a walk at least like once a week or something like that, it will greatly improve your mental health. Like
Yeah,
um so you do like you said earlier, you do football and stuff like that. So you do have a social life, right?
yeah. I have. Well, when in primary school, I had a decent amount of friends, and I used to play with them. And I'm this this is gonna sound weird, but when I was in year six, which would be what, grade 7 for Americans, I would be playing around, playing tag and playing hide and seek and stuff with a lot of the littler kids. So, like, say for example, they were like reception year 1, so that would be like 6 and 7 year olds and such, and I think I was about 11. So I always had fun playing with toddlers and little kids and such, and I always had fun playing with my age group as well. I had fun. Well, some of them I didn't get along with, and some of them were a bit of idiots. But
Oh, that's like
I
kids in general. Yeah, some of them are just gonna
yeah,
be
exactly,
idiots.
yeah. And when I was in secondary school, I literally had no one really, and when lockdown happened, I literally only no yeah. When lockdown happened, I didn't know anything about Discord. The only thing I had on my phone was probably Twitch and YouTube, and I didn't know anything about Discord. And this was at the start of lockdown in England, so that would be what? Ooh, let me try and think. That would have been I think that was about February 2020. And when we were in lockdown for 6 months, I literally had nobody to talk to, and I was really lonely. And I was at the verge of not really. well, yeah, I was basically at the verge of killing myself because I just thought that I was just being trapped. And then some Twitch streamer I know of talked about Discord and said about there's all these communities. I was like, what? I've never heard of Discord before. And then I joined Discord. I started talking to a couple people, and then that made my mental health so much better because I was actually talking to people and I was gaining a community and such. And now, after 2 years of being on Discord, I have the max limit of friends on Discord, which is 1,000. Plus, I have a server and community which has over 150 people in it.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Like yeah, like that
So
was a big thing
yeah,
too. Like when the COVID and shit hit, like a lot of people hunkered down and didn't go out, didn't go to school, didn't go to work, all this stuff. People got fired, laid
mm,
off, and all that stuff. And so like it constricted people to just their household, so that you couldn't go out and socialize. And so basically, what happened when uh uh you were sitting home and until you what was it, shifted to a different school or something like that. You were just sitting there playing your
well,
PS4 all
no,
day.
that was I think it was when lockdown struck and we were in lockdown, so we could only go outside for an hour's exercise, and we were only allowed one person out of our household into our house, and everyone had to wear masks, and you basically
Yeah.
couldn't go outside, and you were literally locked inside for 6 months.
Yeah. Well, like I was comparing like the COVID stuff to when you were transferring schools or whatever, where you said you were sitting there alone playing the PS4 and your
Oh,
grandparents were. Yeah.
that was in my secondary school. That was after I transferred from my primary school to my secondary school, and I was only there for a month, and then
Oh,
I was
okay.
getting bullied so much, but I just dropped out, and then I was just sitting down playing games because
Yeah.
I
Like
didn't want to go to school,
yeah,
and
but the thing about that is like all the kids now are going through that basically, but on a grander scale where they weren't going to school or they'd be on Zoom classes. Like kids need interaction, kids need all this stuff because if they don't develop a good social life early on, they won't have one as an adult. They won't be good at talking to people or doing any of this stuff, interacting with other people. And that's what I was getting at.
yeah,
Is like that's why I was asking you about your social life, about your hobbies, all this stuff is because you said you were stuck in like you were just sitting there playing the games for a long time because you weren't
mm,
going to school and stuff like that. That's why I was making that comparison um
yeah,
to people right now. And like COVID has fucked people's mental health because they couldn't go out, they couldn't do any of this stuff. I was lucky where I'm at, like we didn't shut down where I'm at. We had to wear masks for a bit, but where I'm at, like COVID has blown over us. We missed it. I've never got it, all that stuff. But I've been going to work every single day and stuff like that. Like I've I work 6 days a week, uh, and I still have basically the same life. So I got really lucky, and I understand like people didn't. Like people lost their jobs, all this stuff. They lost their social lives and stuff like that. It's insane. Like it's so bad right now.
and a lot of people have lost their family and their friends and
Yeah,
parents and kids as well. You've got to put that into perspective as well. How you've
yeah,
been locked down, you've been stuck inside your house for 6 months, haven't been able to see your children, haven't been able to see people in foster care, or haven't seen people in care homes and such, and they have they have now maybe even passed away. They might have they might have survived, but a lot of them would have died, and you wouldn't have been able to see them. So
yeah.
you're one of the very, 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 very lucky ones where it
Yeah,
hasn't really affected
my
you
whole
much.
section right here has been really lucky. Like I'm in the middle of two major cities that like I don't know how we didn't get hit by COVID at all. Like we got blown over. Like I have no clue. We just got
Yeah.
really lucky. Um but YouTube doesn't really like COVID talk, so moving on from that. um
Yeah.
but so like that's why I was asking you about your social life and stuff like that. I just want to make sure like you actually talk to people outside and not just on the internet, because like on the internet you will see more of these the quote unquote feminazis and stuff like that, the women that are hating men and shit like that.
Yeah.
So that might have been something that skewed your view of feminism and stuff like that is just seeing what's online.
You'd say that people online who are like that are big influences in making me hate their
Yeah.
gender and such. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I wanted to ask you how often you touch grass, but you kind of answered that for me, saying all your hobbies and stuff like that. Like go outside
Yeah.
and stuff like that, interact with real people, because you have to do that. Like internet is internet, and friends on the internet are friends on the internet, unless you go out and hang out with them IRL, like meet up and stuff like that. But people need
Yeah.
IRL. Oh my god, I just fucking brain farted so hard. IRL interactions. That's what I was trying to say. Interactions and stuff
Yeah.
like that to keep them going and stuff like that. Because if you just take everything on line at face value and
If
stuff
you
like that, it's
take
the world
everything on
is
the
so
internet,
much
then that would
worse.
just screw you over.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
internet is so much worse than IRL because people don't fucking talk like this. Oh my god, I was so embarrassed the other day, but it was so fucking funny. I told my IRL friend Pog the other day, and she looked at me like, "What the fuck did you just say?" I'm like, "Fuck." like it's infectious. But people don't speak internet IRL unless you're like really fucking cringy. Like the fine, not fine, TikTok stars and stuff like that are doing the challenges and stuff like that. I don't count them. They're morons. But like IRL people don't speak like this. And like if they do, they're in like concentrations, they're in certain parts. I don't walk outside and have some woman yell at me that cuz I have a dick that I need to die or shit like that. I get told that every day on Twitter. Fucking hell. But
Yeah.
also
Yeah. And it's not like
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's not like you go outside, have a conversation with someone, and then scream and TTYL, do you?
PPYL. What? What?
Talk to you later.
Oh, yeah, we don't.
TTYL is an abbreviation of talk to you later.
Oh, yeah, I
You
didn't.
said
I heard
you
something
said
else. I heard PPYL, and I was really fucking confused. But yeah, like no, you do have those annoying people, but they're mainly in high school that speak like that. Like a lot of girls like spoke like that like in high school. And once you get out of high school and join the real fucking world, like you realize how cringe that shit is. Like I've been like I didn't go to college. I didn't do any of that stuff. I immediately went to working cuz like my household was not the best. Um so I immediately went to work and stuff like that, and I'm extremely shy. Like I don't know if you understand this. I am extremely fucking shy IRL. I will not talk to people unless they talk to me first. Um, and then I got a job, and that kind of boosted my self-esteem. That kind of dude, like I talk to people all day, every day, do this stuff. They tell me I'm doing good. My boss is so lucky to have me. All this stuff, and it boosts my self-esteem. Like people don't realize in high school how just stupid they are. Like I realize how stupid I was in high school now, but like you have to realize like you have to go into the real world. Like a lot of people see this stuff in high school or online and think the whole world is like that. It's not. Um you have to go out and live in the real world. You have to get a job. You have to do all this stuff to actually see how the real world is. And I don't think like a lot of high schoolers or people online that just like live online see the real world. They only see what's on the computer. And what's on the computer is not real life, and they need to see it. They need to experience it. Like I made the joke that you sounded like a Twitter bot, and I don't know if you actually got mad at that because you started cussing me out. But like
Yeah.
the like you like the talking point. The reason I said that is because I'm on Twitter all the time. I don't take anybody on Twitter seriously. I get called homophobic or racist because I got white in my name, so I must be racist. I get called all this fucking shit all the time. I get called like homophobic, racist, uh, transphobe. I've been called homophobe. I think I said homophobic. I've been called homophobic a lot. But like you have these people that like if you disagree with them at all online, they call you certain stuff. And so like Yeah, and so I'm in Jade's server. I have lots of gay friends. I don't care about any of what the opinions of Twitter people is, because I know my friends love me. I know my friends do all this stuff. I know they know who I am. And so I see people on Twitter like regurgitating the talking points you were having, um oh, feminism is called feminism, so it's not equal. I see that every day. That's why I said, oh, you sound like a Twitter bot. Because no, not joking, you were just regurgitating the same talking points like people who follow these people that spew this stuff are.
Yeah.
Like that's why I made that joke. And I don't know if you actually took it the wrong way or stuff like that, because you started cussing me out. That was really fucking funny. Because I said,
Probably when I probably
let me-
with the spur of the moment, yeah, I probably took it seriously. But now
yeah.
looking back at it and looking at it now whilst we're talking now, yeah, it was like, well, hello, you're a bot.
Yeah, like I said, you sound like a Twitter bot. Like, I didn't even call you a Twitter bot. I'm like, you sound like a Twitter bot, just saying random stuff that you don't know anything about. Because like we were telling you, like, this is what it means, and you're saying like, oh, that's doesn't seem what it means to me. And you say, why don't you go fuck off then if you ain't gonna take me as a human, you prick. Like, I literally, like, I honestly, I didn't even see that until like the next day. Like, I was talking to Small because we were still in the voice call, and then we went over and Jade. All I saw was Jade said calm down and stuff like that. I didn't even see what you said until like the next day, and I looked. I'm like, wait, what? But I started laughing at it because I'm like uh like like at the point of the moment, like it sounded like something a Twitter bot would say. Like, you call them out for being a bot, and they say fuck off, fuck you, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh shit. So it just, like, to me, it made it more funny because like you were playing into that, even if you didn't know what I meant or what I was talking about. Like, that's just what I meant, is like you sound like somebody, like, because like you will see like all these people on Twitter saying the same exact stuff, like word for word, the same exact stuff over and over again. And like it's weird to me that like all these people will say the same exact stuff. So I just made the joke.
Yeah.
Because like I was mainly joking throughout that whole thing, besides like me like clarifying like, oh no, it's like this. Uh but yeah, so I just wanted to clear that up because like it just found me funny. I'm glad you're not on Twitter. Don't fucking get on Twitter. It's a fucking hellhole. You said you weren't on there
I'm
for like
already on there,
you,
mate.
no, you said you were off for like 6 months. Don't get back on it. I'm sucked into Twitter. It sucks. It is a cesspool. Fuck. like I got called, like, because I follow us like the comic stuff and stuff like that, and they came out with the new, like, Superman's son is the new Superman and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
he's gay and stuff like that, and
Oh,
I
God,
was
I can see where this is going already.
look, I'm fine if somebody like they make comics, people in comics gay. I don't really care. I just found like the way they did it kind of stupid. Because like the whole point of the Superman, like the having a part, like any kind of hero having a partner, is like you have to hide your secret identity so to protect them. But
Yeah.
their boyfriend can just phase through stuff, and so it takes away that like kind of tension you have. And so I'm like, okay, that's kind of stupid. And then they had that alternate poster, or the alternate comic book art of like Superman and Aquaman and some other people holding up signs like saying there's no planet B, we need to save the Earth and stuff like that, while there's a giant kraken in the background destroying shit. I'm like, bro, don't bring okay, first of all, don't bring real world stuff into this shit. Second, you literally are the second planet because fucking Superman came from Krypton. What the fuck do you mean there's no planet B? You literally are the planet B. What the fuck? There's a giant kraken destroying the Earth right behind you, and you're like, oh, there's no planet B, we need to save the Earth. Fuck off. And I got called homophobic because I didn't like that Superman. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. And people started calling me homophobic. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just started laughing at it. I'm like, okay, you're calling me homophobic because I don't like this iteration of Superman. Not because he's gay. I don't give a shit if he's gay. He can fuck anybody he wants. I just, like, this comic is stupid. Like, they get rid of all the good stuff that, like, makes good comics and just write shitting, like, have shitty writing for it, and then just slap, oh, this person's gay, so you can't do anything. You can't say anything about them without being homophobic. I'm like, I'm criticizing the rest of the comic. I don't give a shit if he's gay. Like, but like
Yeah.
that's like all Twitter right now. You can't criticize anybody. You can't do any of this without like a mob of people saying like, oh well, you're this phobic, or you're racist, you're homophobic, you're all this stuff. Like I just want to live. I just want to have cool comics. I just want to buy Pokemon cards. I don't give a shit about anything really.
The only thing I do on Twitter now is basically check on it like once every month and just retweet my favorite YouTubers and just comment on them sometimes saying well done or good job if something happens. Like one of my favorite YouTubers is Jacksepticeye, and
Oh, he's awesome. I love him.
it was his 28th birthday about 3 days ago, and I went on to Twitter and it said, thanks for the wonderful wishes and that. And I literally just retweeted it and just commented in saying, "Happy birthday, Jack. Hope you have a good day." And I said, "I'll be dyeing my hair the same color as you in a few weeks' time in your not memory, more of like in
Your
your
honor or whatever.
yeah, exactly,
Okay.
yeah, exactly, because
Your resemblance. Wait. Do you
Yeah.
mean when he had his hair green or like brown hair? Because he's like brown hair right now.
I'm my natural hair is natural brown, so I
Okay.
basically have his hair color. But I got my hair dyed blue after I left secondary school, and I think it was because started in September. I finished secondary school at the end of July. Ooh, pardon me. And then after that, I got my hair dyed. I think it was light blue, so the same color as Dan TDM, Dan the Diamond Minecraft streamer. Well, no, Minecraft YouTuber actually. And then
I don't know. All
after
Minecraft
that,
YouTubers are the same to me. They're all the same to me. I don't know any of them.
and then
Besides Technoblade, I don't know any of them. But he's just funny to
okay.
me.
Yeah, and then when it got to about Christmas time, I still had my blue hair, but I wanted to get it cut and all out for Christmas pictures and Christmas. So I got it all cut out, and it was back to my natural brown. But my hair is already bleached, so I can just get it dyed again pretty easily. And I'm thinking of getting it dyed green in the same color as Jacksepticeye.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was, bro. I've been following Shaq for years.
Oh,
It's
I've
insane.
I've followed him since he was in that cabin doing his flipping roller coaster simulator with the Oculus
Oh
Rift.
yeah,
Mate.
yeah. I remember this. I remember the old
I,
hat and everything, the fake accent
yeah,
where he's like, I'm gonna
yeah,
pretend to be American. I remember all that.
the old flat cap, the
Uh-huh.
old.
I
And
remember all that.
I think he said that he still had it, doesn't he? I think
He
he's
still
got it
has, yeah,
somewhere.
he's got it somewhere. He doesn't know. I think he said he has it packed away in a box somewhere. Because
Yeah,
they
exactly.
were,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And the thing is, I have his massive Sam plushie, the massive,
Oh,
the gigantic one.
that's amazing. I
Yeah,
don't
I
buy
have his.
YouTuber merch a lot, but like, just having a giant eye would seem cool to me.
I I have him next to me here actually. To be honest, I'm just looking at him right now. And the thing with the eye is that when we got him, it said it on the instructions that you have to wait for it to blow up. So literally, you had to just wait for him to just turn out into basically a massive eye.
Oh, because they have like the vacuum sealed stuff, so it
Yeah,
has smaller
yeah.
packaging and then it absorbs the like air and stuff like that. Yeah, I had that
Mhm,
for one of my
yeah.
mattresses. That shit almost clocked me in the face. Because like you have to put it on your bed and then open it up slowly, or else it'll just like suck in all the air and just blow out. It was something. Um, but you said earlier, I just thought about this because I looked over at my bed. You said you had a bad sleeping schedule and stuff like that. Have you ever thought about getting a like a weighted blanket?
I have one actually.
Okay. So I'll make sure because
I have
those things are awesome.
I have a weighted blanket and I have melatonin.
Have you thought about getting like blue light glasses or anything like that? Because I'm wearing those right now. That like blue light glasses and stuff like that, like blue light filter and stuff like that, like literally helps me sleep better. Like uh, it was like
I don't have blue light glasses, but I do have to have glasses normally because I'm short sighted.
okay. Yeah, I would if you're really worried about that, I would like sleeping schedule and stuff like that because like the blue light like keeps your mind awake and so it's harder to sleep. And since I
Yeah,
bought
yeah, I
these.
know. I've heard of the entire thing with blue light and flipping phones and saying, oh, you can't be on your phone at night because the blue light keeps you awake. Yada yada yada
Actually,
yada.
most
Yeah, I
most
know.
phones have a blue light filter you can turn on.
I
I
don't
don't.
think mine does because it's a 2017 phone, but
Oh, mine
I
had a
don't know.
blue light filter in 2017, I think. But yeah, I just did the drop down settings and it just like the blue light filter. It helps a lot. Like a warmer color, it's not as sharp and stuff like that. It's really nice. But like
Yeah.
ever since I got these glasses and learned about blue light, because like my TV has blue light on it too. Like it helps me sleep better because like it doesn't keep my mind awake, and so like I fall asleep faster. Also, turning on like thunderstorm sounds and stuff like that fucking knocks me out.
Yeah, I heard that thunder and lightning and rain can really help people, but I normally listen to ASMR when I sleep, so
Oh, I can't.
that normally helps
Oh,
me out.
oh god,
Only if the
ASMR.
temperature in my room is like a really massive contrast.
Wait, I gotta ask,
Yes.
is it woman ASMR? Is it Amaranth? You listen to that ear licking while you sleep?
No, not that one. But no, I right now I listen to mainly like haircut ASMR because for some reason whenever I go to get my haircut and the hairdresser like cuts my hair or does anything to my hair, for some reason I just get like
have
tingles
you
and goosebumps in the back of my head. I'm not even joking.
have you heard the soap cutting ASMR?
Uh, I've 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 seen it before, but
It's so fucking weird. Like I don't find that shit relaxing at all. It's just fascinating. Like I like the noise. It's just weird.
yeah.
Uh, but I honestly did not know where this topic was gonna go. Like on it, like we were wondering if you were just like a troll that came into the Discord. Not even gonna lie, like just to like get a reaction and stuff like that. Like honestly, I did not know which way it was gonna go, and then you just didn't answer when I was messaging you earlier. So I'm like, maybe he's a troll. Maybe he's just doing this for like some sort of attention. But no, I genuinely think we had a decent talk.
It's been an hour and 7 minutes, and we've we've got out all the things what we said at the start. The main focus of it, which was obviously the feminism and this misogyny stuff and all that, and then we just got into just chatting about who I am and what things I like and all that, and now we're laughing about flipping Superman and Twitter moms now.
Yeah.
Flipping bots and all that.
I do have one last question because I saw this and I need to ask it. I need to ask it.
Yeah,
Um,
go on.
hold on, I need to find it. I need to find the right spot where you said it. So I have it screenshotted. Okay. You said I don't mind getting wrecked by you. Are you into getting wrecked by females?
No.
Okay. I just wanna clear that because like the way you said it made us all laugh. Uh just like because you were talking about playing chess and then you said I don't mind getting wrecked by you. And so we're like, he just preached about misogyny for like however long we were
Oh
going
no,
for,
no, no.
and then,
Yeah, I
and then
see.
goes, I don't mind getting wrecked by you. I'm just like, hold up. You preach about like putting men on top again and doing all this stuff, and then saying like, oh, I would love to get wrecked by you. It's just like that felt so
No.
like
What?
that was so fucking funny.
No. I will clarify that now. What I meant by that is that I played chess and I've tried to play chess and I've been really bad at it and I've lost multiple times. So I saw that she had a chess channel and she said that she wasn't that good in chess now. And I said I don't mind getting wrecked by you because I was referring to if me and her played chess with each other, I wouldn't mind losing heavily to her because I haven't played chess in ages, and I would say that Jade would probably be a better chess player than me. That's why I said I didn't mind getting wrecked by you in chess. I didn't mind getting wrecked in real life, getting whipped with chains and all that fucking bullshit. Nah, mate.
So you're not into
Nah.
getting emotionally, physically, or pegged by women, just abused. You
No,
know, you're not into that shit.
I'm the complete opposite. I'd rather do that to them.
Okay.
But that's for another topic, and that's for
Oh
another
my
day.
god.
You
Oh,
brought it up.
I did bring it up. I had to ask. It was weirdly worded. I had to ask. I do.
Ask and you got your answer.
Yeah. I do have one more question. Because somebody asked me to ask you. Let me find it. Uh, I am unprepared with this one question.
That's fine.
Why? Okay, they asked me why he feels so intimidated by so few women being world leaders. I think that might be worded wrong. Do you? Okay, so let me word it a different way.
I know.
Uh,
What do I feel intimidated by having being female world leaders? No,
yeah.
I don't feel intimidated by them. I just think that what what I thought right from the start was that obviously I thought feminism was mainly to do with more females being in power, and I was like, well, that's not the right step. It should be, males having equal power to females, and as you said about feminism is actually both being equal, and I'm not intimidated by females having more power and being like world leaders of different countries and such. I just feel like there should be a equal amount of male and female world leaders. So like in Russia you have Vladimir Putin who's male, in England you've got the Queen who is female, but later when she eventually passes it's going to be all kings in England
Oh,
until
the
another
queen's never gonna pass.
250
You should
years.
know about it by now. She's eternal.
No, the queen is going to go in 2 decades for sure. She isn't going
Yeah.
to live to 150. We
Yeah.
all know that. But the thing is, if you look at the way the throne goes, there won't be another queen for another 250 years.
Well, she doesn't really have like much power, doesn't she? She's just kind of like a figurehead.
No,
That's
she has power to the House of Commons and such, and the prime minister the prime minister who rules England has to see the Queen to be in charge and such. So
okay. Okay.
whenever a new prime minister comes in, they have to go see the Queen. So
Okay.
the Queen does have some power, but
And then
you
knighting
rarely see
people and
it.
stuff like that too.
Yeah, obviously knighting, people like this. We've had what Marcus Rashford, we've had obviously Elton John, and all these, big people. And I'm talking about funny names and that. I'm gonna tell you something which happened a couple days ago, which I think her name is so stupid, even though she got knighted and being named a dame. The chief of police in the UK. I'm just gonna tell you her name, and I'm just gonna wait for you to laugh your fucking ass off at this. So, the chief of police, the person who rules over the entirety of the police in the UK, her name was Dame Cressida Dick.
Wait, they say it again.
Yeah,
Say it again.
Dame Cressida Dick.
Dame Cressida Dick.
Yep.
Okay, that's really fucking funny. But I okay. The first episode of the podcast was me and my buddy just saying pedophiles need to find wood chippers and shit like that. But
Yeah.
one of the people that wrote an article about how pedophiles are born that way is literally named Anna Salter. And so like we can compare names. I think that's a worse one. It's like yeah, names are funny. Like Dick Johnson, you could have all this stuff. It's names are insane. But yeah, like for me, like world leaders, I don't really care if they're male, female. or anything in between, really. As long as they're good, like that's all I care
Yeah,
about. Like,
yeah, exactly.
like
Yeah,
whenever Hillary Clinton was running, I'm like, I don't really like you. You're uh, everybody's like saying, "Oh, you need to have a woman president. You need to have a woman president." I don't care. Just have a good president. And then we had
yeah,
Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. I'm like, both of you fucking suck. What do you want about?
yeah.
But like,
And look at Donald Trump now.
they both still fucking suck.
Yeah,
like I don't get in a lot of politics and stuff like that, but behind the scenes I follow a lot of it, and I just joke about it. I'm probably middle when it comes to it. I just laugh at everybody. Like I pick and choose what policies I like and stuff like that.
oh, government nowadays in the UK is just it is literally just a laughing stock.
Oh
I
yeah,
laugh at it all
the
the
whole
time.
world's a laughing stock right now. Like a
Yeah,
lot of us are laughing at it. A lot of the governments are getting criticized and shit like that, and they don't really care. Um, like the whole fucking like did you hear about the at a like race car rally or something like that? The people were screaming
no,
fuck. Okay, so here's a fucking thing that
okay.
the media fucking twisted, and it was glorious. And I can't be called a white supremacist without laughing at it, apparently. But so they were at a like race car rally, and they were screaming fuck Joe Biden, and
Yeah,
the media's like they're singing let's go Brandon, and now like that's the whole thing about the right is they're screaming let's go Brandon. I just find that shit fucking funny because the media played themselves with it. Like that's a whole branding
yeah,
thing is like saying let's go Brandon since they can't say fuck Joe Biden, and the media did that on their own, and now they're calling it white supremacists. I'm just like sitting here like why can't I say it? I'm not on the right side. I just find it funny. Like why can't I laugh at people? Like it's insane. But like that's my one hot political take on everything. Just laugh at shit. Like just laugh at shit. That's my whole thing about everything. Just
yeah.
laugh. Let us laugh. But that's my cure for my mental health. That's my cure for everything exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say because yeah, as they say, laughing is really good because if you're just taking everything serious all the time, which I used to do, I will admit, and I still do a lot nowadays, but I'm a lot lighter than what I was before. I think
I think it's physically impossible to not take everything not seriously. Like there's some stuff that you take seriously all the time. But I for me personally, like I will like a couple weeks ago, I was having the worst fucking day of my life. Or no, it wasn't a couple weeks ago. It was last week when this happened. It was last week when this happened.
of course,
I was having a really bad day. I like fucking I went to the wrong because I work at like two different gas stations, a car wash and all this stuff. And I was gonna deliver stuff, and I went to the wrong car and I was trying to get it open. I'm like, what the fuck? And so I go to my manager. I'm like, hey, why aren't the keys working? And she walks out with me and she goes a different way. It's like the car's over here. I'm like, fuck, that was somebody else's car. And then fucking I gave the wrong order to somebody. I had to pay for some pizza that I gave the wrong people to. Like I gave them a wrong order, so I had to make another pizza and I had to pay for the wrong one. And all this stuff, and something else happened. I can't remember what it was. But I was laughing my ass off all day. I'm like, how could this get worse? This is fucking funny, and I couldn't wait to get on stream and tell it. I could not wait on like because I stream 3 days a week, so I don't get burnout on stuff like that. But like so I'll have like just the week full of stories to tell, like every single stream. But like I got on there and then I end stream and all this stuff, and I just see that while I'm playing Arceus. I'm just like, oh, this made my day. But like I just laugh at shit. Like that's the whole like moral of the story is just fucking laugh at least a little bit. If you're gonna like if you're gonna be down in the dumps, if you're gonna be a nihilist, if you're gonna be black pilled as shit with all this stuff, of course you're gonna be depressed. Like if you're not gonna have a little bit of levity or something like that, you're gonna just feed the fucking monster that's called depression. Like just do
I'm
something.
gonna actually I'm actually gonna agree with you there, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna say a personal experience of mine and try and say the exact same as what you said. So I used to look at the news like every single day because I wanted to know what was going on in the news and I wanted to know what was going on with the world. So every day at like 6 o'clock in the morning, I always used to like, well, not really like every day, but most days I used to sit down, watch the news at 6 o'clock in the morning and see what the main headlines was. And I always used to sit down and watch it, and it was always they always had some depressing or sad story about something happening
Yeah,
here or there,
that's the media.
like
Like that's the problem. Is like it
yeah,
gets clicks. It
exactly.
gets clicks. It keeps
Yeah,
people
and the thing is,
watching and stuff like
after I've
that.
watched it, I just feel depressed and sad, and it's like you need to have some happiness and motivation in your life.
Like
So if
I don't see those feel good stories anymore. Like that's the
no,
issue. Like you don't see those stuff. You have to go online and search it, and sometimes it's fake. Like that's
mm,
like, oh, I gave $100 to this random homeless person. I fucking do shit all the time for other people. I don't film it. I don't do any of this stuff. Like I do good. Like I help people out all the time. I do good stuff because it makes me feel good. I go out of my way once a week to make sure somebody's day is made. I don't film it.
yeah,
I don't do anything. This is probably the first time I'm talking about it. Like I like just go out of your way one time a week at least to make somebody else's day better. Like compliment them. Do some like if you go to Starbucks or something like that, buy the person behind you stuff. Like you don't know how like just a little gesture. You don't know what other people are going through. If you're if they're having a really fucking bad day, if they're on like the last leg, if they're on the last straw, but somebody buys them just like the tiniest fucking thing, just out of just nowhere, just for no reason, it might make them a little bit better. They might have a better outlook on it.
exactly. That's what a lot of people now and a lot of people listening to this need to know that some there is a lot of people in the world who are on their last straw and don't feel like being on the world or being a living human being anymore. But just sometimes just one thing, like if you see a homeless person who if you just ask them for change or something, or if someone's asking for something, if you can just do one thing in
But
the
like,
week or in the
I-
day, it will literally help. It will boost their mental health so much that one day you might see them again and they would have turned over a whole completely new leaf and they will thank you for it.
like you have those stories about like people helping out homeless people by like buying them a suit and stuff like that. Like the issue with giving them spare change and stuff like that is like there's around where I'm at least, like you shouldn't give homeless people spare change. You need to buy them a sandwich. You need to buy them something because they're just gonna spend
Yeah,
it on drugs. Like that's like being a realist here. Like that's what they're gonna fucking do.
yeah.
But like just like buy them a sandwich, buy them something that they can eat, buy them a blanket, buy them a new blanket, something like that. Just give it to them. Like like that's a like I have down by my road. There's somebody that's fucking at I forget what it's called. Panhandling. They like panhandle all day every day. They have a house. They do this stuff. They have a house. They use that money that they panhandle for to go buy beer and then go to their house and drink it. Like that's like the biggest issue. Like it like there's also a difference between like giving somebody who's like sitting there like with a sign saying like, hey, give me money, I like blah blah blah, and then having like street performers and stuff like that. Because there's a guy out by a store near me that he just sits there and plays the accordion, and he plays it really well too. Like that's the thing. Like he plays the accordion and people give him change. I'm all for that. That's fine. They're paying for his services. That's fine. The only issue I have with it is like he has that sympathy sign down by him. Like that's like you're doing this to try to make money. Like I get it, but like I don't like the sympathy stuff because a lot of it's a lie because he pulls out his phone and he goes to his truck afterwards. Like that's the only
Yeah,
issue. Like I'm all for him doing that. Like if he wants to be an entertainer, if he can do that, that's fine. It's
but
the
don't ask for money and stuff when you don't really need it.
yeah, like he has a sign where he's like, "Oh, my wife is pregnant. We have 3 kids already." Like, by the way, why the fuck are you getting pregnant and you have you're begging for change anyways?
And you got a fucking truck which you can easily sell for
Yeah,
the
like
money you need.
he has he had a brand new truck. I saw him get into a brand new truck and drive it away. Um,
Yeah, exactly.
But like that's all fine for him entertaining people and sitting outside and doing it, and he can make money off it. Like people do that all the time. Like I just have a problem with people just sitting there expecting money from people. Like you'll have those kind-hearted people coming out and giving them shit for free. But like if you're actively doing stuff and just trying to earn a living, like that's what I'm saying. Like if you're just sitting there and doing this stuff, you're gonna have a lot worse mental health than if you're trying to like earn it. And like I get some people can't get jobs. Like you have that feel good story where people go out and buy them a suit, have let them use their shower and stuff like that, and get them
Yeah.
a job. But like a lot of
Mhm.
them don't want to do that, and that's really fucking sad. But that's like just their mindset. They fall into drugs, they lose everything and stuff like that, and it becomes a cycle, and it really sucks. But it you can't fix everybody. And if you just give them money, they're just gonna go and spend it on drugs. It sucks. It's a reality, but like it it it's something that we can't fix. Just give them food, give them stuff they can eat.
Some things can be reversed, but some things can't, and they will stay permanent.
Yeah, like some people want help, some people don't. They do. It sucks, but I think that's all the questions I got for you. Because like we cleared up the main stuff. I asked the weird jokey questions. I asked the one question that somebody else asked me. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not really. I mean, it has been an hour and a half, so you've got all the stuff you need, and it's been it's been a nice, good talk, and we've got a lot of things out of the way, and I think this will be really good for opening up people's eyes and make a positive outlook on life. Really,
Have you changed your view about like a blanket feminism?
to a certain extent, yes.
Like it's not like we were talking about like not like do you feel bad about asking Jade to change the rules for you? Just
In the instant of when I said it, no. And I mean now I feel like that there is some sympathy of me not saying it, but I still stand by what I said because at that time I didn't know anything about the certain subject.
well, I mean, like
So
right now, like like I've explained, like what just the base feminism and stuff like that, and the difference between masculinity and misogyny, um, and that it's a safe place for like women and stuff to hang out and uh us to be equal, like so we don't go in there and upset them. Are you do you still feel like now do you feel like a little bit bad about asking her when you're coming in there to change stuff for you?
I mean, to be honest, no, because I would have I needed to say that to get, I needed to say that to get the answer what you and Jade said, about this being. So me asking that was kind of a good learning curve. Let's put it that way.
So do you feel better about this stuff?
Yeah,
Okay. So have
I
you
feel
have you
I
have you learned stuff that that you should just do your little research more about stuff before you say like, oh, it doesn't seem equal to me, even though it's just a name. At the end of the day, it's just a name.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Just wanted to let out. All right. Do you have
yeah.
anything you want to plug? Because you said you had a Discord. If you want to plug the Discord and send me the link to it, I can put it in the description of the video when I put
Yeah,
this up.
I on my Discord profile, I do have my YouTube, my Twitch, and my Spotify on there.
Yeah, I'll
And
I'll
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 just
grab those and I'll put them in. But if you want to send me that Discord link too that you said you're a community, you can send that to me too, and I'll put it in the description.
yeah, and then you just get the link up now. Yeah, and I think to end it off on a nice note, let's put it that way. To end off on a nice note, I think the moral of the story is to look think before you act, obviously. Look up things what you don't look up things what you want to say but don't really know a lot about it so you can learn more. And I think just be nice to people in your family, in the world, and they will eventually be nice to you back. And if they don't, then just, you know, take 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 night out of your life and just avoid them and forget about them really, because I think we all need to be nice to have a good future, and we all need to learn more things to learn from our mistakes and to be a better human in the future.
Well said. Well said. And don't take stuff so seriously all the time too. Just laugh
Yeah,
at
don't.
learn to laugh.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, live, laugh, have fun, and enjoy your life
oh, I am
because
so glad you didn't say that stupid fucking line, live, laugh, love. Oh, that's so annoying that I hate that. Every white person has that on their wall somewhere. I hate that
I
so much.
I don't. I don't. I absolutely don't. Live, laugh, love. No,
Oh, oh. All right. I appreciate you joining me.
that's fine. Good to be on here.
Yeah. So hopefully I can wrangle up more toddlers and put the socks on and have more episodes of this. Um so I appreciate you joining me. It was a really good talk, and I honestly I not gonna lie, I thought you were a troll for a lot of the time until we had this talk. And I'm glad we had this talk.
Mhm.
All right. And that's gonna I'm gonna put oh yeah, I never asked you. Do you prefer Sky or Panda or what? I never said your name there this whole time.
There
We
you
were
go.
just talking.
To be honest, I never said yours either because we didn't really need to, did we? Really?
No, no, it's just us here, so we're just talking. Most everybody, I go by Whitealakazam, but you can like most everybody just calls me Kazam for short.
Yeah. I'm just putting my links in here just so. Uh, do, 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 do.
Do you prefer SkyPanda, Sky, or Sky, or just Panda?
I uh, I mainly go by Sky to be honest, but you can
Okay,
call me Sky or Sky Panda.
okay, gotcha. Well, I appreciate you hopping in. I am going to go ahead and end this broadcast. I think it was really good. I think we had a talk. I made some jokes. You took it really well. I didn't know if you were gonna say that whole time. Uh, just because I joke about a bunch of shit. I didn't know how you were gonna take them based on the conversation before, but I'm really glad you stayed, and it was really fun.
Yeah, and to end it off the way you were saying about if you didn't know if I was a troll or such, don't people say first impressions are everything, and I think there is a study saying that a first impression is normally literally 5 seconds of meeting someone. No, what is it? A first impressions is 0.2 seconds, and you make a first impression of someone. And sometimes first impressions ain't always everything. Like Whitealakazam said here that I was going to be a troll. Look how it ended out. I wasn't a troll. I was a genuine person who had
I
a
was
good.
so worried that you were gonna say
How
some
uncertain you
gamer
live, yeah.
words or something like that, and I was gonna have to bro, I'm like, oh god, how censored am I gonna have to put this?
Um, I I literally played Fortnite once, so I'm definitely not a Fortnite troll either. Don't
Oh
even
no,
go there.
I grew up playing Modern Warfare 2. I like the
Oh,
gamer
thank
words.
God, you're one of the good ones.
Gamer words don't bother me. I know they bother my friends and stuff like that. I was just gonna laugh at them, but I'd have to censor them because YouTube doesn't like it. Um,
Yes.
so I didn't know if you're gonna come in here screaming and stuff like that. I didn't know
Nah,
how we
no.
were gonna go. So I appreciate you, and
Nah, IRL and on Discord, I'm a pretty chill person. It's just when people try and annoy me that I do get very aggressive. And as you saw in the Discord server right from the start, where I was getting attacked by like 3 different people, I was very aggressive. And as you saw, I was like, "Fuck you, fuck all you pricks," and all that. But
you
now,
the funny part is you're just like they're like, oh, we know you're frustrated. You're like, I'm not frustrated. I'm speaking the truth. Like,
I
uh,
mean, in 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 my brain in that moment, yeah,
uh,
I was speaking the truth. But now it was like, well, it was kind of the truth, but there was some stuff which wasn't true in that statement.
yeah. Yeah, and I appreciate always talking to other people with different perspectives on stuff because that's how you learn. Like you don't learn from being on the same side as everybody else and only speaking in your circle. You learn from talking to other people, you talking to other people on other sides and stuff like that. That's how you grow and that's how you learn. At the end of the
Yeah,
day.
we can we can change it now to live, laugh, learn.
Oh God, no, it's no, it's As long as the first two are there and in that order, it will never be good. Whatever follows, no, it's fine. But I appreciate you coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and this.
Yeah, appreciate me coming in. Yep. I appreciate being on here. There you go. Put in correct terms.
It's fine. It's fine. I have streamer dyslexia. It's fine. I can speak how I want. But appreciate you guys staying for the end of this. I know it was a long one. It's only 10 minutes longer than the last episode, but a month later, I need to whip my friends into here and get them talking about more topics. I do want to talk about free speech. I want to talk about all this stuff going on, and I've mainly covered the stuff about laughing right now, so I might not have to do an episode on that, but I will do a free speech one because I do believe in full free speech, and we will do that sooner or later when I get my friends in here and we can talk about it. But they don't want to do that because they're lazy. So
I didn't mind being on for another one. I didn't mind talking about free speech.
Yeah, we can always talk about that. I'll invite you for that one. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
As long as we can all have our time synced and not wait 7 hours because somebody's sleeping. But I appreciate you. I'm gonna hop off and I will end it. I will talk to you later.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, that went way different than I thought it would, but I appreciate it. It's a good talk. He pleasantly surprised me. He did learn what about like actual feminism and stuff like that, and not the talking points of the Twitter mob and all this stuff. So I appreciate him. He stuck with the punches that I threw at him. I'm not good at punching, so what light jabs I did joke with him about, he stayed for. He stayed for the whole hour and 40 minutes. Holy shit. So if you guys stuck with me, I appreciate it. I will try to get more episodes out. If you like this, like and subscribe, all that jazz. I will post my links in the description too. Follow me on Twitter. Mainly find me making fun of people on there. That's mainly it. But I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on Twitch, and I appreciate you all. Hope you all have a good night. Bye.